Hello folks, this is Bronco Bob with American Motorcycle. And I'm here today to show you a 1985 Harley Davidson. It's actually kind of a rare bike. It's a 1985 Harley Davidson Fat Bob, not a Fat Boy. It's got the old style swing arm frame, 4-speed transmission. This was in the year where some of the Fat Bobs had the Evo motor, and some of the Fat Bobs had the shovel head motor. So basically, it's the 1985 shovel head style frame, transmission with a Kickstarter, swing arm type. It has been upgraded with performance machine brakes. If you remember back in the days, the shovel head had that gigantic, they call it a banana caliper, that worked fine, but it was just ugly. This has also had the front end changed to a late model Springer front end, which gives it a unique blend of Harley Davidson history. You got an Evo motor, an early style frame, 4-speed transmission. The speedometer is an aftermarket speedometer showing 1,800 miles. We don't know the actual miles of the bike. The bike does run good. It's got straight pipes on it. It's got a custom hinged rear fender, wide white walls. It has forward controls, and it has a really unique stitched leather seat with a lot of tooling. It says live wire right down the middle. This Harley Davidson Fat Bob can be purchased from American Motorcycle Trading Company in Arlington, Texas. We're the home of the Dallas Cowboys, and we want to be your motorcycle dealer. We routinely ship bikes all over the USA and all over the world, and we can ship this bike to you. This bike has a characteristic. I've got an 83 shovel head, and when I let the bike sit for a long time, let me explain what happens. Your oil tank is located up high right here. You got your oil lines. Your oil pump is right here. That's that chrome housing. When the bike sits for a long time, oil trickles through down from the oil tank and goes into the crankcase. There's a little check ball in there, and if that check ball doesn't close all the way, you let the bike sit for a month or so, and this crankcase starts filling up with oil. As soon as you start the motor, the pump tries to pump the oil back into the oil tank, but when that crankcase is full, the excess oil goes down this line through the breather, so you get a little bit of oil that drips right out of the breather. And that's actually pretty normal on these early bikes. If you start it up, get it warm and ride it, it won't do it, but if you let it sit for a while, then you get out and try to ride it, you better put a little pan under it, let it do its thing, kind of marks its territory, it pumps a little oil out, and then once you get it warmed up, it's good to go. Something else I noticed, it has dual plug heads. There's a place on both sides, almost like it's got a little rubber deal, like a compression release, but it's actually set up for dual plug heads. RevTech used to do that back in the early days. But thanks for looking, thanks for your time. This is Bronco Bob. We're checking out. I'm going to hop on this little dude and take her for a spin. I want to show you also when you start it, it's old school. Instead of having there's no button up here on the handlebar controls. You just got a little jumper right here. And that starts her up, just like the old days. Of course, you also got a kickstart. If you want to kick it, you can get after it. But thanks for looking, thanks for your time. It's really a cool bike. The ape hangers give it definite attitude. Have a great